Today I'm at Autosport Designs in Huntington Station, New York to check out a very special and rare Mercedes-Benz. So let's go check it out. Here it is, the Mercedes SLS AMG Black Series. This car is only one of 132 imported to America and one of 32 in Designo Mystic White. Black Series is the name given to AMG's most extroverted, most track-focused, and most exclusive limited production models. 6 special models have worn the Black Series badge, starting with the SLK 55, followed by the CLK 63, the SL 65, the C63, the SLS AMG, and most recently, the GT Black Series, which made its debut in July of 2020. The SLS Black Series is a track-focused version of the regular SLS AMG. It's lighter and it's more powerful. Like all Black Series models, AMG has modified the powertrain, the chassis, and aerodynamics to optimize performance and maximize their dynamic capabilities. This car has an estimated base price of $250,000, but now they go for almost double that. It has a handcrafted 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine that produces 622 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque. And that's actually less torque than you get in the standard SLS, and that's because they wanted to make this car more usable. The SLS Black Series can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds, all the way up to a top speed of 196 miles per hour. It uses the same 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox as the normal SLS, and this is mounted towards the rear for improved weight distribution. However, it is slightly lower in this car for improved center of gravity over the normal car. Also, the Black Series gets an electronically controlled limited slip differential rather than a normal limited slip differential, because that gives you even better traction when exiting corners. Another difference between the Black Series and the standard model is that the final drive ratio is slightly lower in this car for better acceleration. So because this is a track-focused car, it's undergone a lot of modifications to make it lighter. One of the ways they made it lighter is by giving it carbon ceramic brakes, which are standard on the Black Series. It also has a new titanium exhaust, which saves about 28 pounds. It also has tons of carbon fiber. For example, the front hood here is completely carbon fiber, and you also have this scoop on the hood to help let hot air out. This scoop is just one of the many pieces in exposed carbon fiber. You've also got carbon fiber here for the front canards. For the entire front splitter, you've got more carbon over here, carbon fiber side strikes, more carbon down here, a carbon fiber rear wing that is manually adjustable, and this is part of the aerodynamic package. The rear diffuser is also carbon fiber, and this one is bigger than the one on the standard model. Lastly, you have exposed carbon fiber on the mirrors. AMG decided to swap out the lead-acid battery found on the standard model with a lithium-ion battery that saves 18 pounds, and the carbon ceramic brakes saved 35 pounds. All of these weight-saving measures have really added up because it shed over 150 pounds off this car. Customers even had the option of deleting the infotainment system to save even more weight. You've got bigger vents in the front to help feed the engine more cold air, and you also have these vents at the back to help let hot air out of the exhausts. A feature on the Black Series that I love is the smoked taillights. I also really love the look of this fuel cap. One of the things I love about the SLS in general is just how long the front bonnet is. The engine actually sits pretty far back from the front axle. It sits around here for improved weight distribution. The Black Series has a lower front splitter, bigger alloy wheels, bigger air intakes, larger and deeper sills, and wider wheel arches in the front and the rear. And the rev limit has been increased from 7,200 RPM to 8,000 RPM. The SLS Black Series is a modern classic for two reasons. Not only is it one of AMG's most extreme creations, but it's also the final naturally aspirated model. And because of that, it's understandable why the prices have skyrocketed. This isn't the latest Black Series model. The brand new GT Black Series, which debuted last year, is the newest one, but honestly I think this is my favorite one. The GT Black Series may be newer, more powerful, and more technologically advanced, especially when it comes to the infotainment system, but one thing it doesn't have are gull-wing doors. And how can you not love those? Another important thing to know about this car is that it has a carbon fiber housing for the prop shaft rather than an aluminum one. The adaptive suspension on the Black Series is about 50% stiffer than that on the normal SLS, and this car's track is around 2 centimeters wider to help improve the handling. Now that we took a look at the outside, let's hop in and check out the interior. You've got a mixture of leather and Alcantara. There's actually a lot of Alcantara on this interior to save weight and to make it feel a bit more sporty. You've got carbon fiber in the door sill here, and it does say AMG right there. Now this is the tricky part. I'm sitting in the car, but the door is all the way up there and I'm too short to reach it. I'm trying my hardest here, but it's just really up there. Alright, there we go. Now the door is shut. You sit really low in this car, and that's not much of a surprise considering it is a track-focused vehicle. You've got a big flat dashboard and a very wide center console to separate you and the passenger. This is a flat-bottom steering wheel, and you also have a 12 o'clock marker on the top, so you always know when your wheels are pointing straight ahead. There's a Black Series badge on the passenger side of the dashboard, as well as red stitching and piping on the floor mats. You've got that red stitching on the dashboard up here, down there, as well as on the doors and on the seats. You also have red seat belts and the AMG logo on the headrests. That AMG logo is also found on the gear knob in the center. You also have a special AMG button right here, and when you press it, it brings up important vehicle data on the infotainment screen. You can also set up the infotainment system to track your lap times, and then you can download that information through the USB system. The other buttons are for your suspension, traction control, your engine start-stop button, and your drive mode switch. So you've got Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Manual Shifting mode, in which case you would use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. You've got this rotary knob in the center to navigate the infotainment system since it is not touchscreen. You've also got your number pad and some more buttons for the infotainment system. And the SLS Black Series does have heated seats. It's equipped with an upgraded 1000 watt Bang & Olufsen stereo, which has 11 speakers, including a huge subwoofer behind the seats. So now the infotainment system is on, and if we press the AMG button, it pulls up AMG Performance Media. So it displays things like oil and engine temperature, as well as power and the current state of your tires. Here's the race page where you can see your G meter, track, and your 0 to 60 mile per hour time, as well as your quarter mile time. You can also adjust the state of the car, like suspension, your current drive mode, and your traction control. Not only do you have Alcantara on the steering wheel and on the lower dash, the seats, and the doors, but you also have it on the A-pillar and the roof liner. And this car does have pretty decent headroom, and legroom, and it's quite wide. It's not super narrow like some sports cars. There's plenty of space for you and your passenger, and there's also some storage space. Got some storage space right there, as well as right here. Push that back. You've got 2 cup holders. You also have more storage space right behind that. And obviously there's no storage space in the doors, because every time you'd get out of the car, it would just fall right out. When you look through the back here, you can actually see the carbon fiber on the back of the seats. That's pretty cool. And there's also carbon fiber on the doors. So that was the Black Series, but over here we've got another Mercedes AMG Beast. So that's the Mercedes SLS AMG Black Series. If anyone's interested in this car, it's currently for sale at Autosport Designs on Long Island, New York. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.